What's going on, everybody? We should be live here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We'll give everybody a chance to jump in. It's a chilly Tuesday evening. Hope everybody's staying warm. I know a lot of different parts of the country are getting quite a bit of weather. Bricks Bear, great to see you. Thanks for that confirmation. Glad to have you back in one of my streams. I've had a pretty good day. Oh, great. Mary777, thanks so much for being here. Awesome to see you again as well. I'm still getting over this cold, but getting a little bit better. Sorry if I sound a little bit stuffy. How are you guys doing with the weather? Anybody snowed in today? We had a snow day here today. My son was out of school, so you may have seen we made a quick little video about a great deal I got a little while ago on some eBay Star Wars Funko Pop exclusives. Got a killer deal on these 5 exclusives that we needed for our set, so if you haven't checked that out, it's up on the channel. You can go take a look. Had a lot of fun with him on his first video. It was some pretty funny moments, so you can check it out. 35 below, wind chill, Bricks Bear. Holy cow. Yeah, Michigan, I would not want to be messing with that stuff. Be careful. 40 below. Rob Molina says, snuffy with a chance of post-nasal drip. Isn't that the truth? I'm trying to keep up with this stuff, but I got some work done today, and like I said, made a video, and since my son was home and I had to stay home from work, we haven't been feeling great with this cold. I decided to spend some time with him. So yeah, you can check out that video, but I wanted to hop online tonight and chat a little bit together as a group about the 20th anniversary Lego sets, that Star Wars Lego sets, excuse me, that got announced today. I think it came out today. The best source, the furthest I could track it back, was the Brothers Brick website, which I'm sure a bunch of us are familiar with, as having shared that news. But I'm sure it got, it got spread around the internet really, really quickly. And by the time I could even check it out, it was really difficult to tell where it even came from, which is common. So I'm curious if people have sources where they get their Lego news, where they think it's sort of a primary first-hand source as opposed to somebody just like retweeting what everybody else is, sharing out there. But so yeah, I thought it might be kind of fun. I was going to make a video and kind of share my thoughts, but I think I'm in a little different situation than maybe some people who focus on Star Wars Legos specifically on their channel, in that I haven't been a huge Star Wars fan for a really long time. I kind of got into it with my son when he started getting into it a few years back. So Star Wars Legos are probably the franchise's biggest line. They've been going now for 20 years, since 1999. And I wasn't collecting Lego back then. So I haven't been paying attention to kind of some of the different sets. So some of you guys in the chat, actually, I'm hoping you'll jump in and share your knowledge of the Star Wars sets and kind of chime in on anything that you might know from the past, so we can kind of compare notes and, just have fun with, sharing what we think about all this stuff. So, yeah, it's great to see everybody in here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Creative Bricks, great to see you again. Glad to see you like the drop ship. We'll definitely be talking about that here in a minute. So we'll kind of dive in here, but please, jump in the comments, and we'll just make this a conversation for a little while. So my understanding about these sets is they're supposed to be releasing in like April 2019, and of course we just got a huge wave of Star Wars sets for 2019 that came through around the in January, around the turn of the year. If you look at my Walmart clearance haul video. The first part of that video, I was actually on location in Walmart filming. Theoretical Cards, what's up, buddy? Great to have you in the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you joining in. And in there, I was able to actually film some of the 2019 sets that are currently on the shelves. And I picked up a couple of sets, which you can see later in that video. But I've actually gotten the 2 sets I wanted the most from the January 19 releases, which were actually the 2 battle packs. One from Battlefront 2 with the Inferno Squad and Iden Versio. I just got that game. And leave me a comment, in the chat if you're a Battlefront person. I just got my PlayStation about a year ago. I won't go on that tangent, but used to like video games a lot and just kind of got back into it recently. But I love that game. It's one of my favorites. I play it when I can. One of these days, once I get the tech figured out, I'm probably going to maybe live stream a bit. Maybe some of us could jump on and play some Battlefront 2 together. But I got that set, and then I also got the Praetorian Guard set on that Walmart haul video that I made, I don't know, a week or 2 ago. So you can check that video out on the channel. But then Nicholas Adams loves Battlefront 2. Cool. I haven't really done the online gaming stuff that much, but I'm going to figure it out so I can hop on with some of you guys. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So let's see here. So that was kind of the 2019 January release. And then today we heard about the new April releases for this 20th anniversary series. So I want to make sure I give a shout out up front to 2 YouTubers who kind of helped me get a handle on this. In addition to the Brothers Bricks website that we're going to look at, Rich Boy J, I'll put his handle here in the chat. He's, whoops, not all caps. There we go. I wasn't familiar with this channel until today, but boy, he's doing some super cool Star Wars Lego stuff. So if you're into that, make sure you check him out. He's doing actually a big mock right now from Battlefront 2. So if you're into that, check it out. And he had some other ones. I'm going to probably be digging into his channel in the next couple of days. And then, of course, M&R Productions is one of the biggest sources, I think, for Star Wars Lego specifically. Ryan over there, I think his name is, does really cool stuff and just a wealth of knowledge. So they've both got video reviews of all this stuff we're going to talk about tonight, and I want to make sure I give them some credit because I definitely enjoyed hearing what they had to say about some of this stuff, and both of them really know their stuff. And coming into Star Wars fandom kind of late, if you will, boy, the more I dig it and the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know, because it's encyclopedic in terms of knowing all the different characters and which movies they were in and what the names of everything is, and then the Lego sets and when they were released and which minifigures were in which one. And I enjoy all that, but it's definitely a learning curve for sure. So, yeah, so we'll go back to the chat here. It's great to see Theoretical Cards was able to join us. We got some regulars in there, and it's great to see all of you guys back with us. So, so I think the biggest thing to mention about this, let me show you first this review, or this news, if you will, where this came up. I'll pull this up on my screen and share it with you. Looks like this. This was kind of the release on the Brothers Brick website today, where they talk about these this 20-year anniversary set, which I'm really pumped about. And I think the biggest news of the day, I'm not sure this is necessarily news from today, but the biggest thing about these releases is going to be these exclusive minifigures. There's 5 new sets coming out, and each, I think all 5 of them have one of these exclusive minifigures, and you'll be able to see this logo a little later, a little closer, with the 20th anniversary thing. And apparently on the back of the minifig torso, it also says something about that. So this is kind of what we're looking at. And so let me just pull up some shots of these different sets, and we can kind of take a look at them and see what we think. So I'm pretty excited about these minifigs. Some of you know I've been thinking about getting into the collectible minifigure series, and Lego Movie 2 is coming out next week on February 8th, I think it is. And they've got, blind bags out in the stores now, and I'm excited to consider getting some of those. So leave me some comments here in the chat if you've gotten into any of the blind bag Lego minifigure collectible series, and maybe what some of your favorite ones are. I'm new to that and would love to hop into those at some point. And I'm probably going to make my way out to get those here maybe later this week or something. I know our local grocery store has them. So, okay, so here's the first set, that one of the first sets that was announced today, and that is this Imperial dropship that I know somebody in the chat a moment ago had mentioned. So let me show this to you guys so you can check this guy out. So this is, as you can see, set 75261 Imperial dropship. It's kind of a battle pack. If you're not familiar with the Star Wars series, they typically go for, I think it's $15 for the battle packs, and you get four minifigs in there, and that's usually a really good deal because you can build up kind of your army this way if you want the the troopers and things like that. So this set comes with this cool logo on the dropship, and of course this is kind of a vehicle that can drop these different troopers into battle and then kind of fly away, if you will. And it's got some cool stuff. So Theoretical Card says, I only really do Funko and Star Wars Black Series recently. Yeah, I just put out a video today about Star Wars Funko exclusives. If you're interested in those, I definitely collect those, as do many people in the chat here. Funko Preacher's got a big Star Wars Funko collection that you can check out as well. Theoretical Cards. I haven't gotten into the Black Series stuff yet. That's but those are pretty cool too. So Creative Brick says, awesome set, definitely getting this, but I don't like that this dropship is $20. Yep, they raised it. Yeah, I figured that. So as I said, it's usually $14.99, but word on the street is that this is going to be retailing for like $19.99. I'm guessing this is because we're going to get this 20-year anniversary Han Solo. So you may notice that the collectible minifig has the yellow face as well, which is how the Star Wars and most minifigs, I think, back around 1999, 2000 used to look. And so all these collectible 20th anniversary minifigs have that yellow tone to the skin and the face, which is kind of a vintage look for those. So and then also one of the videos I watched that I mentioned a little while ago, hey Ian Bricks, thanks for hanging with us, pointed out that usually when they go above $15, we start to get not these stud shooters, but like actual blasters and things, which somebody was mentioning that they were kind of bummed about that. That I thought that was a good point. So, for $20, I'm not sure about the set. I do really like the dark blue color with the gray and this Imperial logo, the stickers here. I think those are really cool. And then the Imperial Shadow Trooper is definitely like one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. In addition to the Stormtroopers, you get 3 Stormtroopers, which is super cool. I feel like you can never have enough of those. I love those guys. And so I'll probably end up picking this up at some point because I'm going to want all these minifigs, I think, is really the thing that's pulling me to these the most. But it's not a set that I'm like immediately excited about. So leave your comments here for a minute. I want to see what everybody thinks of this set. Even if you don't collect Lego, I know there's some Funko people in here. You know, all of us love Lego at some point. We have a lot of Star Wars fans too. So I'd love to hear what you kind of think about these sets. Yeah, Creative Bricks points out that these Stormtroopers are the 2019 version, which is awesome. And I also noticed that the Han Solo collectible figure has like the megaphone blaster, which I'm learning used to come out in the really old sets. And since then they've modified and updated the blasters. And of course, Han always has like the kind of revolver style gun, which I'm fully aware of. If you have ever played Battlefront 2, there's a level where you get to play as Han, and I hated that blaster. I did not enjoy playing with that thing. So yeah, that was also kind of a small little detail of this set. But I do like the colors, and I think that's cool. Curious if anybody else has any thoughts about this set, and then maybe we'll move on. It looks like it's at about 125 pieces, which is not, you know, not that many. It's clearly a small set. It's a battle pack style set, but I do think the minifigs are the biggest draw here. Yep, Creative Bricks points that out. The Shadow Trooper and Han Solo is a great bonus too, since they're the exclusive ones. Yeah, I think those are obviously the two I'm the most excited about too. Ian Bricks, I like this set. I'm gonna get it. Might wait till it goes on sale. Yep, that's kind of I think we're on the same page there. Can't get into the Lego. Love the movies and the games, but no patience to build the sets. Yeah, fair enough. I'm in the middle of a 4,000 piece Tower Bridge build, and there's about 20 bags, and none of them are numbered, which is proving to be challenging. So, great. Well, I just want to share that with you guys. So let me transition back here. Sorry, I'm still kind of getting good with the live streaming software, but I am getting better at it, so that's exciting. So yeah, I think we're largely in agreement. We're excited about the Han, you know, but also the Imperial Shadow Trooper is very, very cool, and I'm excited to check that one out once it hits shelves. So I think we'll move next to this Scout Walker set. Let me see if I can get this pulled up for you guys and get a nice clean picture that you can see well. Give me just a second here. And this set is pretty cool and has some really, really neat figs in it specifically. I'm just having a hard time getting the window sized just right so that you can see it easily. So let me do this way. Be a little bit easier. Bear with me here. This is all, it's so nice that they put all this stuff out in a big clear set for everybody to be able to see these things. So I'm really, really grateful in that way that we're able to kind of check that stuff out. So let's see here. So if I pull this over, you should be able to see that nice and clearly, which I think is good. So there we go. We've got this set here. And this is set number 75261. Something Basic, great to have you in here. Thanks for hanging with us. Yeah, this is set 75261, the second of 5 sets that's getting released, the Clone Scout Walker. It's also got some really cool figs in it. You can see here it comes, maybe we'll start with, you know, the big one, of course, is Darth Vader here, which also you notice these 20th anniversary sets have this little 2x2 plate that sticks out, and I think that's so you can connect them all together and, you know, get everything happening. So I think the 5 of them are going to end up making a really, really nice display when this is all said and done. So this is a $30 set, and it's about 278 pieces. and it's got this Scout Walker or ATRT, whichever is maybe the correct term. And I really like the colors on this thing. I think this might be one of my favorites from the set of 5. I'm looking forward to this. Creative Brick says probably his least favorite set, but you like the vintage Darth. Yeah, he's really cool. So you can see on the web here, they point out that it's a 41st Elite Corps clone trooper, and that tribute Darth Vader. And the Scout Walker first appeared back in 05 in set 7250, which is, it's cool to kind of get some of that history here. But you get a spider droid in this set. Let me pull that back up for you. You get this spider droid right here. And then also this barricade wall with the turret and the Wookiee warrior and a battle droid. And yeah, I just think it's a pretty cool set all together. And then this I guess scout trooper here, which I'm pretty pumped about this guy. I think he looks really, really neat. I love the colors, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, let me know what you think of this set here. Of course, everybody's pumped to get Vader. It's always nice to check that out and have that as any 20-year anniversary set would have to have a Vader, I would imagine. Ian Brick says he likes the set, thinks Vader is awesome, but get on sale, yeah, on Amazon. Yeah, I agree. I'm probably not going to rush out and grab this one either, though I do like the kind of sand green pieces in here. There's some sticker pieces, and then the dark tan is really cool. So those are some nice pieces to get. It looks like they've got some really neat ones here built into the set. So yeah, so this is the second set. I think we'll keep moving here, and I'll pull up the third set. It's great to have everybody on here. The third set here is probably going to be, let's go with Anakin's Pod Racer. Anakin's Pod Racer, let's see here. So this is a really cool set. It's got 2 minifigs, plus you get the collectible minifig as well. So we'll take a look at this here, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Let me pull it over so you guys can see it on your screen here, if you'll give me just a second. This is a pretty good one, I think. So there we go. I'm going to actually do this. I can pull my shot over this way. Boom. And there we go. Hopefully you can see that okay. So let me see how this works if I click on this, if it's too big. Yep, that's even a little bit better. So, yeah. Mary says she would be afraid she'd lose some of the pieces or knock them apart. Yeah, there are definitely some small pieces in these sets for sure. So yeah, here we've got Anakin's Pod Racer. This is set 75258, and it's also listed at $30 for 278 pieces or so. And I think the cool thing is, of course, you've got the small Anakin here, but then we've got the mid-range legs for Padme, which is new. As I'm understanding, this is the kind of teenage legs or mid legs. These are the debut of that part for Star Wars minifigures, which I thought was interesting. And so this is, of course, episode 1. And I'm also learning that this is potentially a new hairpiece for the Lego line, which is cool. It looks like Padme, when she was there as the queen, of course. And I think it's pretty neat. And then, of course, we also get the collectible minifigure, and in this case, it is Luke with the blue lightsaber, and it doesn't have the chrome hilt on the lightsaber, but it's got the blue lightsaber, and again, the yellow face, which is really cool. So Creative Bricks says Anakin's Pod Racer is amazing for $30. I tend to agree. I think this is right about at the right price. It's a pretty cool set. Luke is awesome. Also Padme with the short legs from Harry Potter. Yeah, I think this is a really nice set. And Ian Brick says it's growing on him. Bricks Bear, thanks for jumping in. I totally understand that, pal. No sweat at all. Really appreciate your support, and it's great to have you here. So some people were really pointing out how cool it is that this kind of magenta or pink electrocution piece was able to fit in here. It kind of looks like the pieces that might go with Palpatine or something like that. And in addition, I really love these yellow pieces and you know, the clear pieces, and then it's got this nice stand so you can move it around. No Sebulba, that would be a very cool minifigure, Creative Bricks, to add to this set. It is too bad that they didn't do that, but them's the breaks, I suppose. So yeah, so I really like these wires from the engine to kind of the fuselage back here, and yeah, just kind of a cool set. I think I probably am leaning towards all of these due to the minifigures first, but I do really kind of like this set, and am excited to check that out. So yeah, leave any other thoughts about these sets down below. Ian Brick says he likes the way the set, but the price, yeah, I agreed. Some of the prices are just a little like iffy for me, and as you've seen from my videos, I like to get things on sale. So it's always even that much more exciting when you're able to make that work. So, all right, so that's three sets down, 2 to go. So let me pull in this next one, which is probably the set I'm the least excited about from this run of sets, and that is set number 75259, which is this snow speeder here. It's 309 pieces, we can see, going for $40, another $10 over the other ones, and I don't know, I'm just not that into this one. Let me click this and see if I can't help you guys see that a little bit better. That should be better. And Mary says she barely has room for Pops, Beanie Babies, and Minis, let alone Legos, although they are nice. Yep. And Nicholas mentions Jar Jar Binks from that last set. That would have been another nice minifig to add to the list. Funko Preacher, I'm with you, pal. On sale is the way to go, and yeah, I love making those videos when I get a great deal on something. So of course, the reviews I've seen just today online and things, people seem to not be so excited about this set. I tend to agree. It's comes with kind of a cool like satellite gun, but $40 for this, I don't know. I'm thinking like I could buy 4 common Pops for that I would be really excited about, or I don't know, just there's other stuff that I think I would spend my money on. But you know, when it goes on sale, I'll probably definitely be picking it up, and that's because this Lando Calrissian is probably my favorite of the collectible 20th anniversary figs. So yeah, Creative Bricks agrees. It's probably his favorite of the rare minifigs, and I really like this guy. The blue is awesome. He's got that megaphone, old school blaster as well, and then you've got Luke Skywalker as the pilot and Dak Rattler as a pilot, and then like a Hoth rebel trooper with this huge blaster, which I learned from the videos I mentioned at the top of the stream. It's kind of from like the mid 2000s or something like that. So it's cool to hear some of the history on some of these parts that I'm not as up to speed on, but I'm learning as I go. I just put a set together that actually has this hook on the string, and I gotta say, while it's cool, I'm not a big knots and strings guy, so that was not my favorite, but it is a neat feature. It's got some cool stickers here on some of the different parts, and then also I'm learning that this is potentially a new sort of cabin glass piece, which with a new design here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a set that I'm definitely waiting until I find it on clearance or sale, and then I'm gonna jump on it, um, because I gotta have this Lando. I love the blue and yellow cape. He's just super cool. So, yeah, I agree. A vintage Pilot Luke minifig could have been a nice addition, to make it a little more accurate. Just something, I don't know, something to make this more interesting. And so, yeah, so we'll clear this one up, and um, let me actually pull up the last set for you, which is probably is definitely the biggest set from this new wave, and that is the Slave One ship. And I want to pull it up in a large photo here, but I want to make sure you can see everything too. So give me just a second. I'll pull this over here. Yeah, this is a very interesting set. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna really look sharp. And this is what that one looks like. So this is set 75243, 1,007 pieces, and it's $120. And it was originally released, as you can see here, as set 7144, but then they had a UCS set that was minifigure scale, in also a micro scale advent calendar set. So yeah, I think it's going to be cool. And there's a big amount of minifigs here. You get 4 minifigs plus the collectible Leia, which I think is really, really neat. And I think people are most excited about this set because of some of these minifigs that come with it. So we've got Boba Fett, of course, but I think it's pronounced Zuckuss, and that's, if I'm not mistaken, the first appearance of that minifigure, which a lot of people are raving about. Of course, you got Han, 4-LOM, and Han and Carbonite, some really cool stuff. So yeah, it should be really neat. I think again, the 120 for this set is a little bit pricey, and but I do really like the design of the ship. I love the red against the green. I've always loved Slave One. It's one of my favorite sets. Funko Preacher says he's a fan of this one, and yep, this is a pretty cool one. So yeah, Creative Bricks suggests that maybe they should do the old box art version, which would be really cool. Some kind of unique box with it would be really cool, especially for that price. I think that would be nice. So and also points out that these got the dual molded legs from Cloud City, which is definitely a cool thing to have. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. There's the 5 sets that were recently announced today. We've got that are going to be coming out April 2019. So I almost won a eBay auction on the Slave One Collector's Series UCS set over the holidays. There was a great deal on it, and I've been looking at that one. So I was kind of excited to see this come out because I think it would be a cool set to have. I love the Boba Fett. I think he looks really awesome, and would be neat. And of course, the 5 collectible minifigures are going to be something that a lot of people are probably going to be wanting, and are going to make these potentially a little bit harder to get. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens when they hit the stores. So yeah, so that's it for tonight. Just wanted to say hey to everybody, and thought it'd be fun to jump on. And I want to give a shout out to my buddy Greg Cook. I noticed he was doing a stream tonight celebrating 2,500 subscribers, 2,500, which is pretty great. So if you haven't checked him out, go show him some love. I saw that Theoretical Card said Shumi's online tonight, which is great. He's one of my favorites, so I may hop over there and see what's going on. And as always, really appreciate the support. It's great to have you guys in the community, and thought it would be fun to kind of chat about this tonight. So thanks for all your ideas about these different sets. I'm definitely excited about them, and going to be thinking very carefully about where I want to spend my money. I definitely feel like I'm most drawn to the collectible minifigs, which is not good because I don't necessarily want to buy all 5 sets, so I may just buy those secondhand and be done, or just wait for them to go on clearance. I don't know. I'll probably play the waiting game on these and look for a good opportunity where some sets, as soon as they come out, I know that I want them right away. So Ian Brick says, great stream. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. I always appreciate the support, everybody. I hope you have a great night. Please stay warm. Remember to collect, build, and support. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.